The just concluded Afrofest event, hosted by the University of Windsor Student Alliance, consisted of various cultural and educational activities that document and celebrate the contributions made by people of African descent to the world. The event was coordinated by Paula Jala Alexis, a political science student here in the University of Windsor. She expressed that she is a black activist, and Afrofest was an opportunity she had to put black activism into practice.
When the application for Afrofest came up, I was like, yeah, this is totally great. I can so do this. And I applied and I'm like, I hope I get it. And I got it. And I'm like, Paula, this is your time to put your mind and all of your ideas into actual action.
Paula also stresses on the fact that she tried to bring a different dynamic to blackness.
I tried to bring more discussion panels that would talk about the different ways that black people can be black. So black people can be book nerds, so I tried to do the Black Library. Then black people can be photographers, so I tried to do the snapshot where we showcase a lot of our photographers. And yes, black people can be musicians, and we have a lot of local ones in Windsor.
Selina McCollum, a third-year digital journalism student, was the photographer of this year's event. She expressed she had a great time capturing the event.
This year I was the photographer for Afrofest 2018 here at the University of Windsor, and I had an amazing time taking pictures of all the participants at the event. I felt like I was able to capture just real emotion and friendship and unity here throughout the black community that, we don't get to see so much or so often on mainstream media.
Jeremiah Bowers Van Dusen, the president of the University of Windsor Student Alliance, expressed his love for Afrofest and gave credit to the coordinator Paula and the volunteers for the success of the event.
I was extremely proud to see, months and months of work spearheaded by our Afrofest coordinator Paula culminate into the Afrofest celebration, as what I like to call it. It was a spectacular event. With a lot of dedicated volunteers, so I do have to give them my sincere gratitude for that.
And during a one-on-one interview with most of the volunteers of the event, they each shared their experiences and struggles they faced to make the show a success.
The struggle has been getting everyone to come together, to be unified, and we've been making strides, so I won't even discount that and say that it hasn't been happening, but we still have a longer way to go.
Furthermore, Tonya Graham, a volunteer, expressed that getting out of bed was her biggest struggle. However, for Silken, another volunteer, there were no struggles at all. On the other hand, Paul also expressed that she learned how to be a good leader.
A lot of leadership where sometimes you have to put your foot down and sometimes you need to take control, but you should always ask your team for opinion because you're not a dictator, you're a leader.
Nevertheless, finally she expressed,
A great time putting it together, and I'm glad that everything has come to fruition.
So far, this was the highlight of the 2018 Afrofest event hosted by University of Windsor Student Alliance. My name is Mandy Agbajamade, 30 News.